How's it going? Monday morning, just past 9, end of June. I just started school summer vacations. The past week, leading up to it here, we've been relaxed school schedules and put some kids without any place to go for a few hours while their parents finish work for the day. And so at some points I've been having like 8 kids under my responsibility, floating around the house and garden, so on and so forth. And excuse me, I had some of them spending the night, and I realize I've been rather insulated with my view concerning children. Our oldest is 11 and our youngest is 3. So this is the age range, and the boy who spent a few nights while his mom was away on a work trip, little guy's absolutely addicted to his iPad and his Nintendo handheld Nintendo thing. I don't know what it is. It's a wide thing, red and black. And so anyway, yeah, and I've seen the degradation of this kid. Like I knew him when he was right young. I knew him before his parents split up, type thing. Yeah, he's been coming around. I've been watching it go down. And we have another one who's actually a family friend, right? And their little one, well, like we all remember when she was born, right? She's like well, no, I think she came around for our number 3 as well. I think she's like 5 or 6 or 5. I think she's 5. I don't know, whatever, right? So she's like, in quotes, part of the family, so to speak, right? Yeah, lifelong friend of my wife. Yeah, so she's like in it, right? But while I was watching her the other day, there was occasions, like she makes accidents, evil, diabolical little accidents on purpose, right? And then she stands back, right? You can't quite catch her for it, but she's laughing about it. Right, well, I caught her the other day pushing my 3-year-old down the stairs. My 3-year-old caught herself on a step and like laid herself flat like that, and then the diabolical one was nudging her with her foot. You see, but what she had done to get her into that position was by knocking the teddy out of her arm, which incidentally then unbalanced my 3-year-old. And so you see this whole situation like that, right? Right. And everybody else, like all the rest of us, we have our stories about how this is with this diabolical one, right? And it's expressed from the top. Number 1 speaks for them all, and she says that nobody likes it when she comes over anymore. If any of them ever did, it was a novelty, quite possibly, as she was first learning to walk and talk, and you know what I mean, right? Yeah, but like now that like we're all on the same page, like what's fucking right and wrong. You know what I mean? Right? Like, now that we're all on the same page, it's, right? Watching the degradation of this young generation. So like, it's like from 5 to 9 years old specifically are the occasions that I was speaking about. You know, right, and all I can think of is Lot and his wife and the escaping from Sodom and Gomorrah and not looking back, and because it hurts to look back, right? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? If I can go talk to their moms, about how I see it with these kids, right? Because like, we have a stark contrast. We have 4 of them, right? We have 4 of them, and none of them have a phone or a tablet or whatever else fucking gadgets you got out there. None of them still. Okay? So we have a stark contrast, which really, if you'd like to hang out for an afternoon, it gives you no fucking place for you to hide. It gives you absolutely no excuse. And so maybe these kids, you know, they don't look so horribly degraded and diluted and washed flat. These kids' faces, their eyes, man. I don't know. Like I said, I'm insulated. Right? I didn't know how it goes. So I just know with my own. That's as far as I'm concerned. So Jesus frig, right? Well, even as we speak, right? Wife's talking about, gonna have to tell mom about this. Right? Like the diabolical one's mom, the lifelong friend of wife, right? Like this. I'm encouraging her and advising her strongly not to get involved, right? Okay, like, we're doing this 13-year wedding anniversary coming up in some weeks, right? If you come hang out here lots, you'll know what I'm talking about, right? We're having this 13, and it represents many things, and I think it's a video unto itself, and maybe we'll talk about that. It's got a lot to do about Moses. It's got a lot to do about why did Moses have horns, right? I think it has something to do with antlers, probably. Familiarity with Moses. Number 13. And so anyways, that's another thing. Many functions of this gathering of people, and this ceremony, and these rings. So the whole other issue for me, these rings, a video into itself. So there you go. I got 2 more for you coming somewhere sometime. Yeah. Represents many things, right? Closure as well. Closing chapters. It's like a wake, right? That's what's happening here. Only most folks don't know it. They're going to be taking it how they're going to take it. Little do they know how it's being served. This is a service of sorts. So that's coming up in a few weeks. It's the closing of a chapter for some of these folks that will be attending the wedding. My wife mentions that mother of the diabolical one is prone to public outbursts, and she's afraid that she's going to make a scene. I'm like, if you tell her what her kid was up to, late last week there, right? You just planted a landmine, right? She might take that information and just seem not surprised at all and super fine with it. But come wedding day, lady, you're gonna have an objection. Yeah, so come on. How long do you do this, right? The diabolical one's mom is prone to recreational drugs and alcohol and random philandering if these things are mixed, and the child. So how long do you look back? How long am I expected to look back? Right, what it feels like is way back when I was a kid, and I could have sworn that my teddies held a consciousness and that they would maybe even move when I wasn't looking. But when I was talking to them, I was 100% sure that they were listening, right? But as we come upon that time where we find ourselves having to admit to ourselves that this is not the case, it's sad, isn't it? Within ourselves, it's a sad season. As we come to the edge of that imagination and we reach the gate, we're gonna cross on over, and for a while I tried to hang out there, hopping back and forth. I became disgusted with myself as I danced with the dead corpse of my best friend. So I just stepped through it and walked on. Haven't looked back ever since, So maybe I gotta take that same approach if I want to stop looking at this kind of thing, Sacrificing them on these tablets to the golden chip. All right. Well, like I mentioned at the beginning, it's the first days of the official school summer vacation season out here at the ends of the earth. And so we got a few of them heading off to summer camp for 10 days. Yeah. Pardon me. Gonna meet a bus. It's gonna have a collection of kids, and it's like how it is in the movies, I assume. I was to summer camp too when I was a kid. I was Baptist Bible oriented. My mother's decision. I have wonderful memories from summer camp, and I assume my children will as well. But I do have to get back there because the bus isn't going to wait. They're already well prepared. Thanks to their mother, who's done a wonderful job. You know, that's wonderful. Not so much stress either. You know, I mean, man, she's stressing about this anniversary. I tell you what, friggin', you know, she's mentioning that she feels too old. You know, it's an embarrassment. You know, she doesn't want this attention. You know, and what has she done? I reminded her that one of the ways you can easily tell if it's the right way is, I'm talking about the righteous way. When I say right way, the righteous way is that it's going to feel awkward. That's a surefire sign you're onto something. I don't know if that helps, because last I caught an earful as I was leaving the house with her having a chat with this lifelong friend, the mother of the diabolical one. Yeah, so I don't know. Stay tuned. Yeah. So what's that? Freaking, I got a couple more coming for you. Hey, I'm gonna have to listen back to this one and grab that there. Right? I was talking about a couple video ideas for you. What was it? The number 13. Anyways. Let me know how it goes for you and yours. Hey? If you don't mind. I'd appreciate that. You're one of those tablet guys, right? Tablet dads, right? Is that it though, right? You got your strongly held beliefs, but you caved to your wife who was saying, let him have it, right? Was that it? Now you can't get him off of it. Hey. Sorry. I'm not a licensed therapist. This might hurt. Okay. It's gonna help. I mean, it's my completely unprofessional opinion, but I mean, it's helped people like myself, for example. I've been wandering this forest for at least the last 6 years, and I feel I've benefited greatly from it. Realizations. It's helped me with self-perception. That age-old question. Hey? I swear, that was the first thing I probably heard after I fell out on my mom there. Yeah? Would you look at yourself? I think that was the first question. That's what the doctor said. I mean, rather, sorry. Well, when he holds you up by the leg and smacks you on the bum there, he doesn't say, it's a beautiful baby boy. He smacks me on the bum and goes, would you look at yourself? Yeah. Would you look at yourself? Would you look at yourself? How can it be? How can it be that the whole world is wrong? And if they would just, right? Is that it? Look, I know full well that the right thing is gonna feel awkward, right? I know how you gotta paint it all embarrassed like, right? But I think you gotta know that he's not gonna lay anything on you that you can't handle. Right? There comes a point in time when that's gotta feel comfortable. And I think it's coming up on that time, right? 7 times 7 is about that time. Right? That free flowing cerebral spinal fluid, eh? From cranium to coccyx, full fucking blossom. This takes time. 7 times 7, I'd say. Legend has it, I'm just about full bloom. Okay, I gotta go. Take care. Talk to you later.